Watu wa Mlima, songeeni hapa tuongee. Watu wa Mlima, baadhi yenu, si nyote, kuna kidogo ambao wanajua ni nini to be civilized and how to be a Kenyan. Watu wa Mlima, songeeni hapa niwaambie kitu. You need to understand one thing, watu wa Mlima, you don't own Kenya. That is one thing you need to understand. Another thing you need to understand, we know. Just because you are campaigning against Ruto, we have our different reason why we don't want Ruto on that seat on 2027. But we know who has been controlling the narrative, our agriculture, the cartels in Kenya, the corporation, the Kenyatta family behind looting our taxpayers' money. We understand everything. And that is why we are not calling you out. You may understand. But now, you need to talk to this Wamunyoro guy. Gachagua, you need to listen, my friend. If you want to influence Kenya for the next coming years, you need to stop talking in tribal tongues. Wamunyoro, we have been defending you outside here. That is not tribalism, and we don't want that thing to kuendelea kukua tribalism. And that is why we use the hashtag we are all Kikuyu. Because we don't want this current government, whenever they disagree, they punish the rest of the Kikuyus. It's not right. Whenever you disagree with the Costarian, you punish the rest of the Costarian. Mount Kenya voted for Ruto. Just because that awelewani na Wamunyoro, haimaanishi Ruto should punish the rest of the region. That is one thing our president does not realize. I don't know if he's a citizen of this country. And that is why he's so ignorant. Anakujanga kwa TV, anatuongelesha kama sisi ni takataka. He has forgotten that we voted for him. The ignorant, the pride in our president, it kills. Trust me. Because when I look at that video, alipoulizwa, what about the boy who was shot 12 times? Instead of saying that I sympathize with Kenyans and everything, he's saying that, did he die? That is ignorance. A president of a country, you cannot talk like that. You are a citizen of this country, and you need to recognize that you have citizen. A president of this country coming to the podium and telling Watu, nikikuja kwa hii nchi kulikuwa hakuna kazi, musinilete. We voted for you, Ruto. We voted to you. And sisi down here, we don't understand the governance up there. We don't know who are your enemies. And you come on the podium portraying that we know your enemies. You are showing us ignorance, unatutukana, unatuita goons. Juzi ulikuja ukasema we don't know how to raise our kids. I'm sick and tired of the government official. Whenever they don't make adjustment to anything, they come and blame the citizen of this country. Where have you seen a government blaming the citizen of this country? That is why you exist. To make policies. And to make the citizens of this country abide by the law. When you come to the podium, you are supposed to show empathetic to your people. You need to realize whoever voted for me, they did not vote for me, they need to be led with a president who has empathy, recognition. But our president does not show that. He's acting like we know who are the people who are trying to unseat him. He's trying to tell us, I'm working and you are here outside being paid by the people who want to unseat me, and then you are ungrateful. Mr. President, we don't understand that. Yeah. So you need to talk to the people who advise you on how to talk to citizens. The public speaking skill, you need to do that. Another thing, Wamunyoro, please, we saw your speeches in US. You are so tribal, my friend. How can you go on the podium and start saying that the majority people who are in US, they are Kikuyus? While you know Kenyans, they are in US. They want to be recognized. You are there to talk to Kenyans, for Kenyans. For the country for the people. Not to go there and be proud about the Kikuyu whatever. Then you go to the podium and you start talking Kikuyu language like you are addressing Kikuyus. Wamunyoro. Wamunyoro, my friend. You are showing red flags everywhere. And it gives us goosebumps. If you ukipata hii kiti ya president for one day. Poti itapelekwa Naivasha, ingine itapelekwa Kikuyu, ingine itafanywa nini? What is this Wamunyoro are you trying to portray? Do you know how many Kikuyus are going to suffer the consequences of your mother tongue? Do you know how many Kikuyu citizens, Kenyan, proud Kenyan, senior citizens are going to suffer? Because whenever you mukifika kwa podium wewe na Ruto, hamujui kama muna lead Kenyans, muna lead tribes. Wa Munyoro. Gachagua. Please. You need to realize that you are Kenyan, just like any Kenyan. And whenever you are standing to talk, you are representing the 47 counties of Kenya. Hii story ya ukabila, sijui Kikuyu wapi, Kikuyu they are the majority what, Kikuyu what, we are sick and tired of this shit. Kuna Wakikuyu wazuri hapa who are doing good like kina Kangata. We have people who don't believe in that Kikuyu narrative, kina Jimmy Wanjigi. How do you want people to see those people when they stand on the podium? Just because they are called Jimmy Wanjigi, Kamau, Njoroge. You want them to be judged because of your incompetence, behavior, tribalism, mentality. There are Kikuyu who are doing deliverance here. There are Kikuyus in Mpeketoni doing a great work. And we recognize they are there. So one thing I want to tell Kenyans, no matter which tribe you are, my friend, whenever you take a podium, you are standing. You are not standing for your tribe. You are standing for this great country of Kenya. And whenever you talk, whenever you do, whatever you do, even though you are defending your people because of the devolution, you need to recognize in that county you are living, there is 46. There is 43 tribes of this country in every county. So, politicians who you want to be voted in 2027, you need to watch your tongues. And Kenyans, any politician who is going to display tribalism anywhere, they need to be voted out in 2027. We cannot keep being tribal. We need one day, especially me, I have a dream, one day to see whenever a Kenyan is given a form to fill in any government office, there is a minus of tribe. Nikifika polisi ngeandika statement, unaulizwa wewe ni nani, ni Mdigo, ni Mkamba, ni nani. Nikifika katika government farm, KRA, KPA, napatiwa job, unaulizwa wewe ni Mgiriama, ni Mdigo, ni Mkikuyu. We need to be recognized as Kenyans. Hii story ya kujaza kabila kila mahali tunaenda, it costed Luos in 07. A lot of Luos, they were fired kazini. Why? Because they are Luos. And right now the Kikuyus are getting the punishment. Until when are we going to punish our fellow Kenyans because our politicians runs their mouth? It is Wa Munyoro, please. You are in US for stay whatever long you can stay. But in US there is Swahili, Giriama, Digo, there is Kisii, there is everyone in US, not the Kikuyus. Stop branding this Kikuyu name wherever you go. We love our fellow Kikuyu people, but stop making them to be our enemies. I cannot look at Kikuyu like every Wamunyoro. I cannot look at Kikuyu like the Kenyatta family, how they are looting us. Kenyans, we cannot look at Kikuyu like this. They are our sisters and brothers. And we are not going to be sidelined on the term of tribalism. We cannot view Mount Kenya as the way Wamunyoro is portraying it to be. We cannot do that. Wamunyoro, you need to change your language. You need to change your public speaking. You need to change how you talk to Kenyans.